Hey Odoo enthusiast, welcome to new video of Odoo 18 development. So in today's video, we will be discussing about how to link menu with an action. So in previous video, we have talked about how to create the menus, how to create the actions, and we want to just link the action with the menu. Then only we will be gearing the main menu under the menu list. Right now, you can see that we have created the college ERP, but still we cannot just access it from the menu list. So for that, you can just dive into the pie chart, and right now we are on the menu file of college ERP. And you can see that we have created the main menu, which is showing over here, and submenu, and you can also find the submenus without actions. So the main menu is the college ERP. So as you just move on to the college ERP, you can find a submenu called students, and here you can also find within that we'll be having other submenus, which is students and admission. So upon clicking on the student and admission, we just want to navigate into another window, right? So we want to make everything in actionable, right? So we want to provide the action. So in Odoo, actions are only linked to the submenus, not to the main menu, and this is due to the hierarchy structure of the main menu system and how the actions are executed. So in case of main menu and a submenu, the main menu without a parent, like that act as a category to group related to the submenu, and they do not trigger the actions directly. And in case of submenu, they are actually clickable and that triggers an actions. So right now, I just want to provide an action to the submenu. So here I'll be using an attribute called action, and here we can just provide the action. So we have already created an action over here. So as you just move on to college student, here you can find the window action that is created. So we can copy the ID of this record, that is action college ERP, and let me copy that, and let's switch into the college menus over here, and we can just give it over here, right? And let me give the same action for the admission also, and let me copy this and let's paste it over here. Okay, fine. Then now we just need to ensure that we have given every files or loaded every files under the manifest correctly. So let's move on to here. So as you just move on to the manifest file, here you can see that we have just given the data files like menus are given first, and later on we are just going to load the college students later on. But when you just load like this, the thing is that everything will be loaded, but you cannot find the submenus in the created module. So in this case, we have to give the menus last of the data file. This is because we have a way in which to give the data file or to load the data file. So let me do everything correctly, and let's say Control A, Control Alt L, and we have just in with that. So the thing is that menu often refers to action, views, and models that need to exist before they can be linked. So if a menu is loaded before their dependencies, it might cause error or not function correctly. So in this case, views, models, and access rights should be loaded first, so that when menu appears, all necessary components are available. So in order to avoid the errors and missing links, if a menu item referred to an action or view that has been loaded yet, Odoo may fail to register it correctly or throw an error. Now if everything is set correctly, and you can just run the file. So as you just run the file, we just need to load everything into the database. So let's move on to the App Store, and now let me upgrade. So once you have upgraded this, you can also see that the action will be linked into the menu. And currently, let's move on to the settings. And from the settings, we just need to enable the developer mode, and then only we can view the technical under the settings. So currently, we can view the technical under here. You can see currently we have just enabled the developer mode. Now let's move on to the technical, and here we can find the action. So as you just move on to the actions, and when you just search for college over here, if the action is linked, you can find that the action is right now linked with the menu. Okay, so you can find that. Now, if you want to give the existing action to a menu, we can also do that. Before that, currently you can see that we have just linked the menu with the action. And let's see, are we getting the main menu under the menu list? Still, we cannot find college ERP under the menu list over here. This is because we haven't provided the security file. So once the security file is given over here, we can easily navigate into the college ERP. Okay. So right now we haven't given that. But if you want to view how a module is customized uh, in Odoo, you can also view it by becoming a super user. So if you want to be a super user, you can easily find it from the developer mode. You can simply move on to the debug icon, and here we can see that we can become a super user. So as you just become the super user, here you can see that we can simply get into the college ERP. So right now here you can see that we have just getting the college ERP under the menu list, and you can find that there are two uh, view mode, that is list view as well as the Kanban view, and you can find that. And here you can find the submenus which are student and action, admission. So upon clicking on student, you can just get into the list view over here. And if you click on new right now, here you can find the form view. So we have just given a different view mode such as the list view, Kanban view and form view. But we haven't given or entered or created any fields in it and linked with the files. XML files are loaded into the man first file right now. That's why we are just getting a blank form view over here. Now, if you just want to link the existing action with the menu, you can also do that. So in this case, we just want to link the customers or the contact with the students. Okay. So let's move on to the settings again over here. And again, let me activate the developer mode in order to get the debug symbol. So if you want to just log out from the super user, you just need to log out from this database. Then only you can just disable the super user. Now, once it is done, what you have to do is you can just move on to the sales module, and from here you can find we have the customers. So as you just move on to the customers, here we have the debug icon, and under the action, you can see that we can find the external ID. So I would like to copy the external ID over here, and here we will be getting the external ID of the customers. Or if you want to get every contact that is available in the customers, you can also easily get that by removing the filter. Now, what you have to do is go to the actions and choose the external ID. Now let's dive back into the pie chart. And when I click on the students, I just want to get the available contacts in the Odoo. Okay, so let me move on to the menu over here. And under the action, we just need to provide the external ID, which is copied under the customers. And you can simply provide it over here. And yeah, let's set everything. Now what we have to do is we just need to rent the file. And once we rent the file, we just need to go to the App Store. And again, let me load everything into my database. And let's upgrade my module. And once the upgrading is done, you can easily find that we can just get the customers under the students. So in this case, you can see that as you just move on to the students, here you can find the customers. Okay, because we have provided the external ID. So under college ERP right now, we are just getting an existing action, and we have just given the existing actions into the customized menu. So if you want to remove this, you can also remove that. And let's back to the previous action that we have given, because right now we are just dealing with a new module, which is the college ERP. So I just want to give the previous action, and let me link that, and let me again click on run in order to load everything into the database. Right now we have just made a mistake. Okay, now again let me run the file, and let's move on to the our file, and here in this case we just need to load everything into the database. So you can click on upgrade in order to load everything into the database. Now once everything is done, you can see that customer's record is being removed from the students over here. So this is how we just link an action with the menu, and still without becoming a super user you cannot get into the college ERP. So if you wanna get the main menu under the menu list, you have to give the security file. So in the next video we will be talking about what is a security file and how to give the access right in a custom module. So if you find this video informative, you can like, share and subscribe for more videos. And if you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementations and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. As always, stay awesome and thank you for watching the video.